radicals, and some time ago we would have dealt with radicals, but we're going to examine a system looking like this. So let's say, for example, you're being given 2 radical 12 times 4 radical 15. You're being asked to simplify this. Simply means the first thing you're going to do is multiply the coefficients, and then we're going to multiply the radicands. And from there, you're going to go and simplify further. So you're going to have 2 times 4 will give you 8, and 12 times 15 will give you 180. Now, what we have to do here next is find two numbers. When you multiply them, get 180. So let's go and set this up. So we're going to have 8. And one must be rational and one must be irrational. So those two numbers are 36 and 5. From there, as we continue, we're going to have 8 times what is radical 36? 6. So in other words, 8 times 6 will be 48 radical 5. So please note what has happened here. We have to find two numbers whereby one is rational and one is irrational. And of course, as we go through the process, the radical of 36 is 6. 8 times 36 is 8 times 6 is 48, and we keep on making a radical 5. And that's the result for that. What I want to bring to your attention also, there are other pairs that you can use to solve this system, since there isn't one route in getting to a destination from a starting point. So what I want to bring to your attention is that we can use another pair. I'm going to use another pair, and you could always explore the other pairs. I'm going to begin from here, and we're going to have 180. Yeah, we begin from here. We're going to have 8 times radical 180. And there's an alternative, right? So I just choose to separate them so you can see the approaches that you can use and still get the same result. What two numbers we can multiply and get 180? Do you want to make a wild guess? Okay. You're going to have 8 radical times whatever times whatever. What do you think those two numbers are? Those two numbers are 10 and 18. So the aim is to show you a little twist to it, whereby radical 10 cannot yield a rational number, and radical 18, of course, can yield. So it exists in 18. So let's go and see what's going to happen here. Now we're going to have 8 times, I'm going to set these up. All these are multiplying. Look carefully. So for 10, the two numbers that we can multiply would be 5 and 2. And for 18, the two numbers we can multiply would be 9 times 2. So 5 times 2, 9 times 2. And of course, everything here is multiplying. From there now, we're going to try to pull out our numbers and get whole numbers. We can have 8 is the first whole number. Then we're going to keep moving on the line. What's the radical of 9? Radical of 9 is 3. And if you look carefully, we have 2 radical 2's. Radical 2 times radical 2 would give us 2. Good? That's from exponent rule, multiplication of radicals. And the only one we have here is radical 5. From there, we multiply all of these here. We ought to get back 48. So you're going to get it back. 8 times 3 is 24. 24 times 2 is 48. Radical 5. And indeed, even though this one had a little twist in it, we were still able to get back the 48 radical 5. So what I want to bring to your attention is that you can use whatever pair you want to use. That's the product of that pair. Not whatever really, but the appropriate pair that is going to give you a chance to simplify this. And you would certainly get 48.5. Because we look at both results, they have concluded as 48 radical 5. 48 radical 5. Good. So this is like if you want to get from your home to a friend's home, there isn't only one route. You could use two different routes, three different routes, all depending and get to that friend's home. It's the same thing is happening here, right? So this problem here could be simplified two ways, three ways, four ways, all depending upon what uh, levy the peers are going to give to you, pair of numbers that you're going to choose are going to give to you. So this is the way in which you solve or you simplify radical expressions, especially of this type. Thank you for watching the video. It's always a pleasure serving you in this manner. God bless you. See you in the next video. Take care.